How to feel it real until it becomes real. Imagine this: you walk into a completely empty room, no furniture, no people, no sound, just white walls and space. But in your mind, you've been told this is your dream house, the place you'll build everything, where success will find you, where love will meet you, where your new life begins. So you stand in the center and try to feel it. You imagine the walls decorated. You picture the laughter. You see yourself living there, the version of you who has it all, and for a second it almost feels real, but then your eyes flicker, and the room is still empty, still quiet, still just space, and you think to yourself, why doesn't it feel real yet? That moment, right there, is the same moment that kills most people's manifestations, because here's what no one tells you: you're not supposed to look around for proof, you're supposed to become the proof, the lie most people believe. You've been taught that if you just believe hard enough, if you just get excited enough, it will come, so you build momentum. You visualize. You script. You affirm, and when nothing happens you try harder, you think maybe you're blocked. Maybe you're doing it wrong. Maybe the universe needs more time, but none of that is the truth. The truth is, most people are not feeling it real. They're just pretending to believe, they're performing belief. But underneath, they're still doubting. Still watching for signs. Still checking if it worked, and if you're checking, you haven't become, you're still in the state of lack. You're still waiting for confirmation. And that energy alone delays everything. Reality is not a test. It's a response. You have to stop treating life like a test you're trying to pass. You have to stop performing for the universe. Life isn't here to approve you. It's here to mirror you, and a mirror doesn't lie. It doesn't bend. It doesn't twist. It just reflects. You don't wait for the mirror to smile first. You smile, and then it reflects it back. That's how this works. Reality is a mirror that responds to your internal state. Not to your effort. Not to your routine. But to your identity, the myth of emotion. This will upset a lot of people. Feeling it real is not about emotion. It's not about joy. Not about excitement. Not even about gratitude. Those are beautiful byproducts. But they are not the source, because what happens when your life looks the opposite of what you want? Do you fake positivity? Do you force gratitude? Do you pretend you're excited? That's spiritual bypassing. That's performance, and the universe doesn't respond to performance. It responds to alignment. The real question is, can you stay rooted in the truth of your future, even when everything in your present contradicts it? The invisible shift. There's a shift that happens that no one can see from the outside. It's quiet. Subtle. Unimpressive, but it's the most powerful thing you'll ever experience. You stop checking. You stop waiting. You stop asking, you just know, and from that knowing, you move different. You walk into a room differently. You look at yourself differently, not because something changed outside, but because something finally changed inside. Feeling it real equals becoming it. Feeling it real means you've accepted the identity of the version of you that already has it. If you were already wealthy, how would you speak? If you were already loved, how would you move? If you were already powerful, how would you breathe? Most people want to do those things after they manifest, but that's backwards. You have to do it first. You have to embody it before the world gives you a reason to. You don't get the evidence and then believe. You believe, and then the evidence rushes in. Why it feels empty before it feels full. There will be a moment where everything feels fake. You're doing the work. You're thinking the new thoughts. You're trying to hold the state. But it all feels like a lie. That's the death of the old self. And it's the most uncomfortable part, because your ego is screaming, look. Nothing is changing. Stop pretending, and if you listen to it you repeat the cycle, but if you hold the state through the silence, you break through. The stillness that manifests everything. The real test is not chaos. It's stillness. Can you sit in the absence of results and still know it's done? That's the muscle. That's the proof of faith. The ones who change their reality are the ones who stop arguing with what they see. They no longer care what reality looks like. They only care what they decided it is, and because they remain loyal to that vision the world has no choice. It must catch up, practice, the daily state shift, you don't need 20 techniques. You need one decision. From now on, I live as the version of me who already has it. How do you do that? 1. Change your language. Stop speaking from lack. Talk as if it's already yours. 2. Watch your reactions. When things go wrong, do you collapse into the old story? Or do you stay in state? 3. Walk with intention. Every step, every breath is a rehearsal for the life that's already coming. 4. Stop explaining. You don't owe anyone proof. You're not here to convince. You're here to become. You can't half believe. Half belief is the most expensive energy in the universe. It keeps you in limbo. Not here. Not there. Just waiting, and waiting is not neutral. It's an energy of not yet, which means the universe has to mirror it, so make a clean break, decide who you are. And let every cell in your body agree, signs are a side effect, stop looking for signs. You are the sign, every shift you feel. That's the universe responding, every internal change. Every moment you catch an old thought and flip it, that's it, you won't always get confirmation outside. But if you feel different inside, that's all you need. Because reality is always downstream of vibration. Final test, the moment of truth. You'll reach a moment where everything goes quiet, no movement, no proof, no signs, just stillness. You might think something went wrong. You might think it's not working. But this silence isn't failure. It's the test before the shift. It's the universe asking, do you believe only when it's easy, or can you stay in the energy, even when it's invisible? This is where most people turn around, not because they're weak, not because they didn't want it enough, but because they didn't understand the rules of this game. The state you enter must stabilize, your new identity must anchor, and until then, your outer world won't reflect the inner shift. Reality is not resisting you, it's just recalibrating. But here's the truth most never realize, the moment it feels the most still, that's when the quantum field is rearranging everything behind the scenes. That's when the signal is broadcasting louder than ever. That's when the mirror begins to bend. Because mirrors don't reflect what you want, they reflect what you hold. So the question becomes, can you hold the new version of you? Even when nothing reflects it yet, can you wake up and live from the state of already done, even when the bank account is still empty, even when the texts don't come, even when the world doesn't cheer? That's the final test, and it's not loud, it's quiet, still, sacred. The mirror bends now. This path isn't about manifesting things, it's about manifesting a new version of you, and from that version, everything you want becomes normal, not exciting, not overwhelming, just inevitable. You don't celebrate receiving, because you already expected it. You don't chase the result, because you became the frequency. You don't react to reality, because you command it. The mirror is no longer something you check, it becomes something that checks you. The more you embody it, the more the world reshapes to mirror you, because that's the law. When you feel it real, long enough, deep enough, consistently enough, you stop living in hope and you start living in truth, and the moment your truth becomes unshakable, the world has no choice but to agree. So, keep going, hold the vision, breathe in the identity, walk like it's done, speak like it's done, rest like it's done, because it is. This is how you feel it real until it becomes real. Not through force, not through desperate effort, but by identity, by conviction, by becoming the proof before anyone else sees it. And when you do that, the mirror bends, reality follows, and nothing can stop it.